The final topic is going to be humanoid robots. In particular, this came from, I don't know if you guys watched the video I posted in there, but it's this robot called Neo.
Creepiest shit I've ever seen.
I thought it was cool just because it came so out of nowhere, where it was like, oh, we can do this. Apparently, you can't, but I'll explain that later on. But it was like, oh, we're in Detroit, become human. And it's like we have humanoid robots that are, the goal is to have them actually being able to assist you and do your chores, and be more than just a what are those little, the Roomba type of thing. It's like an advanced Roomba that can do more, like talk to you, can do your dishes, do whatever you want. But yeah, I had a couple questions. I mean, I did look into it further. It isn't actually as far along as they are advertising. It basically doesn't work at all. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't buy it. I was like, "There's no way it's fucking taking glasses out of my dishwasher and putting them perfectly into
the creepy thing about it, I'll explain that really quickly. The creepy thing is right now, currently, the way it does those tasks is that it's remotely controlled by a real person using VR. And so in order for you to have this, you have to be okay with essentially someone just being in your apartment.
That is so dystopian.
I saw that, like that video was insane. Like it felt like they were trying to make it not dystopian, but that made it so much more creepy and freaky.
My main we can talk any way we want, but my main question first off was, if it worked and it was completely autonomous, is this ever a thing you would ever be interested in owning? Do you have any interest in robots and having one? And then B, I'll ask that question afterward. Yeah, is anyone interested in owning a robot?
It's tough. It's a tough call. Yeah. The idea of something doing all my chores, amazing. Like that sounds incredible.
I think it would freak the pets out. I think they would never get used to it. And I feel like my house is small and I'm always bumping into things already. I don't need another machine walking around in here. Yeah. Getting in my way, doing my chores.
I guess for me, it's just like, it can do all of these things. I just don't trust it. Like, I feel like I'm going to wake up with it over my bed. Like, just watching me while I sleep, and like with its hands, like, it's just gonna tuck you in. And it's like hands are right around my neck.
Is there a pleasure model available? Is that a thing?
Well,
companionship gotta be.
Companionship, yeah, totally. Was part of that video. Was companionship was part of the selling point.
And does someone have to be in VR for that? How that works?
Yeah, there were a lot.
That's a really difficult job at that point.
The jokes that came from this were really good. Like the things that people said they were going to make it do, so that they knew someone somewhere else was having to virtual reality do it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it does seem more like a prank technology.
Oh man.
And one thing I kept thinking about is like they could, like if that's as far as it went along. I know they're promising that was just like for the demo purposes or whatever, but if that's where it stayed, you could actually use it, like give it to the government and let like people who are disabled or something use it to like perform jobs. Like they could be paid to clean a house from their living room.
I saw some travel show. There's a restaurant in Japan where all these robots are manned by adults with disabilities, and they carry the food to everyone at the tables. And
that could be the future jobs.
To get everyone doing stuff. Totally,
that's cool. Yeah.
I would be more inclined to try and get some kind of robotic augmentation for myself over having a robot in my home. Like getting some kind of exoskeleton so I can lift like 1,000 pounds and run really fast.
Exoskeleton, that's all right. Yeah. That's not quite
I'm not getting things attached to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the one that's like a backpack that wraps around your legs.
Have you seen the one? There's a guy who's really big now who went to China and went into a shop, and they were selling basically like the gear that you wear in Death Stranding, like the exoskeleton legs. And it makes
I googled
it propels you, and he was like, I'm not doing anything, and he's like running around the block. Like
that's what I want. And I googled robotic exoskeleton, and like Amazon and Walmart listings come up for it and stuff.
Yeah, they weren't even that crazy expensive. It was like a few $100s in US or something to buy.
It seems like something I'll cross that bridge before I'm willing to have a whole robot person in my life.
There's something weird that I love the idea. I don't even care if it does anything. I just love the idea of having a robot. I don't know why. I just think it'd be so cool to be able to, if it worked, even if it was just like a walking chat GTP kind of thing, or if it was just like, but like actually worked how it should. I don't even care if it did that many chores, just to be like, hey Jenkins, just like, and just talk to it, have it help me out with my thoughts or whatever. I actually would really like the idea of having a robot just for the aesthetic of the future.
You want a physical thing to be talking to?
That's the companionship aspect, basically.
Yeah.
Would you dress it up like a human, or would you leave it naked like the robot?
Well, these ones come with a cool fabric cloth, but I have seen
they look like really high-end speakers. Yeah, they look nice.
I've seen people say like, oh, you could put like cooler clothes on it or like neat sneakers and stuff. I don't know if I'd do that. But
give it a pair of wheelies, Heelys.
It's going around the apartment with style.
Yeah. Tell me about your thoughts, Cooper.
But yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Just be like, yeah, like, you know, if you're on it would make me way lazier if I could just be like, hey, can you go grab my meal and put in the microwave for me and then bring it to me? Like that is kind of cool, but it's not a task I need help with.
That's all I really would want it for, but I don't know. It's going to be a long time. It's like, how many glasses does it have to smash and break for you to be like, hey, I'll just do it myself?
Yeah.
It's why I feel like maybe for a whole family, like with like all of my like extended family, you could justify one robot between everyone, and then I could like borrow the robot for a week to put up my Christmas lights and like fix my house in ways.
If it was a thing that like visited,
I don't need it all the time.
Yeah, if it visited and left, that would be. I'd be way more into it.
You rent the robot for a day of the month, and then you don't have to.
Totally, I just don't trust it. Like while I'm sleeping, basically.
Because at the same time, I couldn't see myself trusting like a cleaner to come into my house because I feel weird and private about my things. But a robot cleaning my stuff would be fine because I don't care.
That doesn't bother me.
That's actually like why I'm here today in the studio is because we have a cleaner in our house, and that's something that like I still am not completely used to. Like it just feels like the night before they come in, I clean my whole house.
Yeah.
Like I hate that. It's so crazy. I clean my whole house just to be clean again. And obviously she cleans it better.
Yeah, but like probably really
I
clean.
feel so embarrassed. But I feel like that's the difference between someone maybe who, like if I was uber wealthy, I would be more accustomed to the idea of having people in my house doing their job, which is just to clean it, right? And whereas that feels like, it feels like I don't know what it feels. This weird like servant relationship feels very like awkward and strange to me. But you're right. Like with a robot, I could completely remove that awkwardness, and I wouldn't have to worry about them stealing all my magic cards or something.
Would you start treating the robot bad too because you could? I wonder.
Yeah,
like I'd start taking out my aggressions on my robot because the robot doesn't care.
I had this.
That's what I like about Detroit Become Human. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just had this. I wrote a tweet joking about kind of what you just said, where it was like, in another universe, there's a Seinfeld or Curb episode where Larry wants to buy the black model, but he doesn't know if that's racist or not for the robot.